FPUC Retro. There's a push to put FPUC Retro in the fourth stimulus package. Yes, it was not in the third stimulus package, even though you can go retroactively for unemployment benefits, but you couldn't go retroactively for FPUC. In this throwback video, I go over what's FPUC Retro, and I explain UIPU and PUA as well. Enjoy this overnight to LATE video, throwing back unemployment. Exciting week ahead as Americans await that vote on the second stimulus package bill, boy. And in it, we'll have an extension of the FPUC in it that Americans have really needed and wanted. But the other question is, what would happen to an unemployed Nancy Pelosi if she's removed from Speaker of the House? What job would she take? Well, she could work at Red Lobster and discuss all the dishes that are very shellfish. She could, be the spokesperson for Supercuts. Then my favorites are she could go work in the Congressional Budget Office, CBO, where they analyze numbers on bills. And so every time they get a stimulus package in there, they're like, she would look at it and she's like, I don't understand the numbers, but let me just tell you, Chung going hungry. And of course, my favorite is she could work in Tier 2 in SBA, and every time you call up with a question, she would be evasive and never get to the point. Afternoon, everybody. This is LALATE, and I'm here. You're here. Blaine66 is here. Maybe some Tier 2 representatives are in the house as well. Get your scarf ready. Get your feet ready. Get your dog and kitty. We're all here for big, exciting news on second stimulus checks and second stimulus packages. A call to vote. The second stimulus package is imminent, being reported first on this channel as Republicans and Democrats across the board in the last 24 hours, even since last night, are calling for a vote next week. And boy, this is insanely great news because the vote would be for a bill that has in it FPUC as high as $600 a week, and for a lot of weeks, that for money that you absolutely categorically need. If there was a time to be part of this Purple Power community, that you have done incredible jobs, incredible work, and part of this community, this channel, is today. Go to the Funnest channel and subscribe. Also, drop some comments below and you may be featured in tomorrow's recording. We're at 260,000 subscribers today. Let's see if we can get to 263 by the end of tonight. 4 months, absolutely incredible. Also like this video because it helps the video appear higher in the rankings. You do an incredible job. Yesterday's videos had somewhere upwards of 25,000 likes, just incredible. All right, let me get to the incredible news today about enhanced unemployment benefits. FPUC or LWA. But you should also be going over PUA and UI. If you have questions about unemployment, this is the video singularly you should be watching every day at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, part of our 2-hour programming block here on LALATE that starts with the check, then goes to hazard pay, then FPUC, and finally rent. All right, so as we sit here today, what should you be expecting next week? You're going to see potentially a vote on a bill. The bill itself is uncertain because there's different factions that want to vote on different things, and they're all sort of moving all around. But by all accounts, the bill will have unemployment benefits. Well, it will have unemployment benefits and a guaranteed. The amount of it is certainly uncertain. But by all indications, the amount will not be $300 or $200 or $100 a week, and will not be $600 a week all across the board. There are questions about whether it will be retroactive. So let me get to the incredible great news as we see it today. The president came out this Friday, and said he supports the Problem Solvers bill. And he's urging the Republicans to get to that price point and get ready to go higher. The price point of the Problem Solvers bill is $1.5 trillion. It has in there enhanced unemployment benefits. The president supports it, but he also says, I may go higher. What is that price point for unemployment benefits? It's 8 weeks at $450 a week, starting in October, and then 5 weeks of $600 a week thereafter. That takes a little bit of digesting to settle in. 13 weeks only. It expires in late December. It is not retroactive. It has nothing to do with LWA. It does not replace, deduct, add on, or have anything to do with LWA. And it has nothing to do with FPUC 1.0. So the reaction across this channel has been mixed. Here's my reaction. First, the fact that the president came in support of an FPUC 2.0 that's over $400 is absolutely incredibly insane great news. I just never could fathom that would happen. I've told you what I predicted the president do things. That is not a number I predicted. The reason why is because the last offer that Steve Mnuchin made over 3 weeks ago was $400 a week, and that came from the president, and that was after the president, dragged and kicking to get to $400 a week. So I really always thought that the deal would somewhere land about $400 to $500. I've been saying that for just forever. And so for the president to say, I support $450 a week and then $600 thereafter, that's insanely great news. Remember, the president is the head of the GOP. He's the head of his party. He's ultimately the person who has to sign the bill. If he doesn't like the bill, it's not going to get signed and not become law. Now, he's not done at that number. He says he may go higher, and he wants the Republicans to get ready to go higher. So with that, how high will it go? On the other side, the HEROES Act, of course, is $600 a week, retroactive all the way to December. I want you to understand the following as we sit here today. There's a couple facets to understand about this number. First, there's the number at issue. Second, there's the retroactive issue at issue. Third, there's the $100 threshold thing that plagued people with LWA, which is at issue. And fourth, there's the issue of how long. All right, first, the number itself, 450 and 600, I really do think that you should be expecting a number somewhere in excess of 400, but not near 600. I don't think you're ever going to get $600 a week clear and wrapped up in a bow. I just don't think it's happening. Second, I think you absolutely categorically are due retroactive benefits and should be on Twitter and social media, Facebook, everywhere, and tagging everyone that's involved, the problem solver caucus, the Blue Dogs, the New Age coalitions, Mnuchin, Meadows, everyone, and say, you got to do FPUC retroactive. What are we not doing FPUC retroactive? There's several reasons you have to do retroactive FPUC. First, some people didn't get LWA. So suddenly they're going to go from August, September to over 2 months complete with no benefits, enhanced unemployment benefits. It's not right. That's the first thing. Second thing is states can do a calculation. If you got the LWA, okay, no big deal. Then what are you getting under FPC? It's the difference. Let's just do it. It's not a lot more money. It doesn't make a lot of big difference. Third, this 13 weeks is too tight. It really has to be late July to December. And so I don't see that happening. I really just think it has to be retroactive. Finally, the issue of LWA 100. That is not in this thing. So I know a lot of you hate that, and I do too. If you don't know what I'm talking about and it didn't happen to you, you don't have to worry about it. There was a $100 threshold that if you went over the $100 threshold, you did not get LWA. You don't have to worry about it if you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so that is all insanely great news. So as you sit here today, what do you need to be aware of? Focus and listen carefully with me. This is very important. One, these congressional leaders, both Republicans and Democrats, say there's going to be a vote on the bill next week. That's their representation. It's not my representation. It's them saying it on the record. I ran their quotes this morning. I ran their quotes last night. It was not 2 politicians. It was a lot. They've lied to us before. That's what I'm going to tell you. They've lied to us before, so I don't want you to think otherwise. These are people who have been untruthful to me before, and they may be untruthful to you right now as well. Take that. Let's go to the next point. The next point is the enhanced unemployment benefits. There are some Republicans out there who are absolutely disgraceful, who don't want to give you a dollar for enhanced unemployment benefits. They don't want to give you a penny. And the fact that that $300 was floated by Mitch not once, not twice, but 3 times is because of that group of people. They don't want to give you a penny. I detailed them back in June, and they want to only spend money on people who have jobs. They don't want to give money to people who don't have jobs. It was just, they're still there, and they're a bad group of people. I don't know particularly who they are. AOC needs to give some pop bill to them, but they're really bad. So they're part of the problem of why this FPUC number keeps on struggling to get higher. On the other hand, the $600 number from Temple Doom is unwarranted. And I have to have you understand that number is unwarranted. Next, this is what's so important, is that if this was voted on, this is the progression of how it would happen. You would have the agreement, then you would have the House vote one day, the Senate vote one day, and the President sign it the third day. 3 days to become a law. The day it becomes a law, you don't get a check in your bank account for 6 weeks of FPUC. It's just, a lot of viewers have been watching way too much. No, not a lot of viewers. 2 viewers have been watching too much of I Dream of Jeannie, where you just go like this and the check is there. So don't think that FPUC checks are going to land in your bank account on Tuesday next week. It just it's not how it happens. How quickly? I would say about 10 days after it becomes law, you could potentially see the checks landing in your bank account. And again, it depends on whether they're retroactive. So this is incredibly great news. Finally, the issue of LWA. FEMA has been authorized to pay, has confirmed they have 6 weeks of benefits to pay for every state. I've seen comments, I've seen confusion. What I want to make very clear to you is that some states didn't apply for 6 weeks. If they didn't apply, that's your state's problem. I don't know what every single state's doing. So some states just have not served the interests of their citizens, and I'm sorry. But FEMA has confirmed they have 6 weeks for all the states that wanted to come and get it. And some didn't. And so now the citizens are like, why am I not getting 6 weeks of benefits? Because your state didn't apply for it. And so, I'm sorry, I'm not your governor. So if I was your governor and your president and your senator and your speaker of the House, I would have fixed all this, but I can only do so many things in a given day. So yes, some states did not apply for the full 6 weeks. I don't know why. They're watching the Twilight Zone. It doesn't make sense. So the 6 weeks are landing in your bank account. I detailed someone in an earlier video. It was absolutely wonderful. She's like, LALATE, you told me to stay calm and patient. Yes, you're getting the 6 weeks. It may not be there today. It may not be there tomorrow. You're getting the 6 weeks. You're going to get $1,800 in your bank account. It may be a little nail biting until that $1,800 is there, but it's coming. All right, let me answer some of your 740 questions from yesterday. Danielle, hey Nancy, 450 is better than 0. Will she negotiate already and stop being stubborn? Boy, I've done that video, and I'm going to say it to you briefly. She was offered $400 a week in July. She turned it down. You know how much money you would have had in your bank account today had she taken that? August, September. You're at about 10 weeks times 400, you would have had $4,000 in your bank account. $4,000 is, more than 2 stimulus checks. It's almost 3 stimulus checks. So yeah. And remember, FPUC, when we're talking about unemployment, it does not conflict with a stimulus check. You get it as well. You don't get one or the other. Laura Chacon, they're going home and selling their $1 million stocks. Alan Hart, Halloween's coming up. She could dress up as a witch and sell jack-o'-lanterns. A rave, come on with the second stimulus checks. We're hungry and starving. Lynn Johnson, we could work at a soup kitchen. Going hungry, Margaret Ayers, Pelosi has money. She could buy herself a beauty salon. She stole enough money for the people. I love that. Danielle Davis, we should have a Skype party when you're finally unemployed and stimulus. DJ Frank G. There was a group called the Flock of Seagulls. With Nancy, it would be called the Flock of Buzzards. Oh my goodness. Julio Gutierrez, vote to remove Pelosi. She's extremely incompetent. Maybe we can have single issue bills passed. Same goes for many congressmen and Commander Bone Spurs. Den Johnson. I do 2 things every day. I read the Bible and watch the shows because both comfort me. Oh, I love that. Janet Crandall. I'm still waiting for a house to fall on her. Is that Dorothy? No, that's, yeah. Carlita Mares, they just need to sign it already before everyone is homeless and starving. Tracy Dunbar, they really can't. They can't imagine how to get through this celebrating Christmas and New Year's. It's like the Twilight Zone. Did I not mention the Twilight Zone today? I did. Green K2, if you ain't first, you're late. Aaron Haskins. I wouldn't let Nancy work at the local food pantry. Oh my goodness. Mississippi, Dentra. Mississippi went from 0 to paying all 6 weeks from last Friday to today. Okay, so I gotta pause and focus on that one. This is why you stay to the 14-minute mark. This is why you stayed for the whole video. This is Denetra Dooley, who comments on a regular basis. I recognize her name. And she says that Mississippi had not paid a single penny for LWA, 0. And suddenly to paying all 6 weeks from last Friday to today. So in 1 week, they paid $1,800. This is why you really have to remain positive and you have to remain patient, because the $1,800 is going to show up. Jack Blass, she could have worked in a nursing home and teach the elderly the art of getting stimulus. Colin Peer, and Jesus answering the South undue faith. Green Taku, I wonder what lies going to tell us next week when they once again can't reach an agreement. Sandra Lopez, the president needs to sign the executive order stimulus check and FPUC. I agree. Vicky Tomane, how about a greeter at Walmart? These are job options for Nancy Pelosi that the comments are dropping on. The Big D Zone, they're leaving again without helping us. They should be locked inside the Capitol building and work until we get those members out. I agree. Half-baked cookies. You could sign the petition to remove Nancy Pelosi. Daniel Davis. Okay, I tag Mark Meadows with this video. Amen. Don't just tag and share and post and do everything. Carol LaPlante. Nancy could be an ice cream scooper at Ben Cherry's. Mike DeZeus. Yes, finally New York released the LWA and paid $3. 3 weeks. Purple Power. There you go. So Mike got his 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks are coming. Andy, I need unemployment since July 31st. Have you applied, Andy? When you say I need it, well, have you applied? What's the status of the application? Did you apply for PUA? Did you apply for UI? What is your date of impact? Did you become unemployed in July? Or did you become unemployed before and they haven't paid recent benefits? Drop your comments. I'll try to answer them tomorrow's recording if I see them. Pam Davis, a winery would be good fit for her. Enrique Ramirez, who's a DJ here in LA. Excellent, insightful updates, LA. Look forward to executive order Saturday soon. We're getting close. Purple Power. Thank you. Jeff Allen, Nancy could work in a mortuary. She looks half dead already. Okay, Jeff. I love that. Deborah Ray, the parents of the children that are hungry too. My husband told me that the 2 of his co-workers are out because they have the virus. What part of relief bill do they not get? Pay us already. Teresa Clark, everyone needs to get together and protest against them. We really do. Jackie Martin, hello, LA. Hello to the Purple Power positive people. Wendy Cumby, I'm in South Carolina and cannot get any type of update on when we're getting our money. Our DWE department says they don't even know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Lisa Bolaire, she's so old it's probably time for a dirt nap. Thomas Starling, Thomas and Angie have been in a relationship since the beginning of the 2004, and they're only one income in the amount of $735 for both of us. We need help now. 735. So that's an interesting number. Is that did you apply for enhanced unemployment benefits? Did you get FPUC 1.0? Did you get LWA? Drop in the comments. I'll try to answer you tomorrow. Samuel Hightower, I really look forward to your sense of humor reporting. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Megan Bassini, I'm tired of waiting. I've been applying everywhere. I'm just taking a little time, lower paying job and get myself out of this mess. Can't rely on government. Heather loves Deuteronomy. What an interesting name. She's going to have a poop scooper for her driveway. Oh, my God. Scott Pierce. Maybe Nancy could work as a crip emballer. Oh, boy. The BD zone. All these heartless so-called leaders should be fired and banned from ever holding or running for office again. I agree. Daniel Davis, what ice cream is she eating that costs $12? I don't know. Nancy Pelosi eats $12 ice creams from her $20,000 refrigerator in her $35 million net worth house. So it's a hard life. Adriana Leonic, I'm from New York. I got 3 weeks of payment today. Yes, congratulations, Adriana. Beautiful name. Roxana Killis, not everyone qualifies for the extended unemployment. You really need to let people know. They'll be Yeah, I've covered that some people don't qualify for LWA. That was what I talked about, that $100 threshold earlier in this video. Darren Cole, I'm in Florida. I got $1,200. Will I get the 2 more weeks? I hope so. Yes. If oh no, you're one of those Florida people. No, your state did not apply for 6 weeks of benefits. That's your problem of your governor. Kick him out. I mean, he's bad across the board on everything else. Your state did not apply for 6 weeks of benefits, Florida. I don't know why. Didn't need cook whole plate. Love it. Perfect for her. Dicey Red, ask Meadows to get rid of the $100 minimum benefits to get LWA as well. It's not in the problem solvers bill, so you don't have to worry about it. The $100 threshold is gone. Coming up next is rent. Boy, this is a great day. If you're part of this community, you need to subscribe. Go to the front of this channel and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and drop your comments below. Also hit the alert button so you get alert when a new video goes live. Also like this video, because this has been, I mean, who takes the time to answer your questions? I've been answering questions on camera for viewers of this channel since day one, since April 25th. The spirit of this channel is really helping others, and I continue to do so on a daily basis. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, stay focused, and stay in Valley for more.